Good morning, everybody. Right, sorry I've not been on for a bit. I decided to change my whole room round, so it's absolute chaos behind me. But it's all calm here. That's all that matters. Right, I'm doing Rachel's challenge. It's kind of like a week late, but you know, never mind. I'm doing the transparent pockets. I think it was week 31. I've managed to leave a bit of paper downstairs. Marvellous. I have done one already, which I want to show you actually, because I made it out of ribbon. Yeah, it's this one here, this little Christmas book I'm doing. I don't know if you can actually see very well. Yeah, little. So this was a very, very wide ribbon. Yeah, so I made a little cute, huh? I like that. So anyway, that's a little thing that went in that one. Right, I need to make one for this little bird journal that I've done out of a vintage book page. So I need to make sure that it's going to fit on one of these. I think I did tear one, but I think it's going to be, yeah, that's too wide. Okay, right, so I need to make it narrower than that. For the translucent bit, I've got some vellum. I've no idea where that came from, but it's got flowers and things on it. I've also got a piece of acetate that I found when having my clear out, so you probably can't even see what that's got on it. It's got like flowers and things on it. Okay, I want to make a pocket for a future solely gel printed journal that I'm going to do. And then I used on a piece of tracing paper, I used a stencil and dabbed through some paint, and it's fairly transparent, so I think that, you know, that might do. So I was sort of thinking of, you know, bits and pieces. So anyway, let's get on with it. Right, it's Saturday, and since Thursday, well, Thursday night, I decided I was going to do my room. So Thursday night, no, Thursday actually, not Thursday night, because I had a short week this week. So Thursday, I emptied everything out of my room. Well, you couldn't move in my bedroom. That's how much flipping stuff I've got, which is ridiculous. And got a lot of it done. Moved all the furniture around and stuff like that. I'm covered in bruises and yeah, anyway. And then yesterday, the car had to go in for an MOT and it failed. So I was not happy little bunny yesterday, to say the least. So yeah, it failed miserably. So I've had to, well, let me tell you my tales of woe. I'll carry on making while I'm talking to you. Normally it sails through an MOT. It's normally a really, even though it's an old car, it's a good, you know, it's good. And it just, I panic every year, and every year it just sails through. And this year I said to myself, no panicking, it'll be fine. No, I needed to panic. It failed miserably, and I always take it to the main dealer for the simple reason that, you know, I'm a girl. I ain't got a clue about cars, I'll be honest with you. And I like to have it serviced by, it's a Nissan. I like to have it serviced by them. So that I know that it's got its filters changed and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm just trying to make that stand up, but it's not having it. So I know its filters are done, and do you know what I mean? It's just ready to go for the next year. But yeah. So anyway, they did the MOT. They rang me and said, you know, it's failed. It needed what turned out to be basically £1,000 worth of work done on it. And I said to him, no, I just don't have £1,000 spare at the moment, quite frankly. And it needed this and it needed that. And then there was some advisory stuff on the MOT, and I was like, oh, for goodness sake. So I went back to the depot and sort of spoke away to them. And he said, oh, well, you know, we could set up a payment plan and yada yada. And I thought, you know what? I said to him, right, let me take it home. Let me think about it. I was tired. I'd been walking around the city for hours because, you know, I have to leave it with them basically. So I thought, no, I'm tired, I'm going to make a wrong decision. So I said to him, right, I'm going to go home. It's still legal in the UK if you're, and I said to him, I'll bring it back tomorrow, i.e. today, once I've had a think about it. So before I went home, there is another place on the same industrial estate who I've used before, to be fair. I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to be cheeky and go and ask them how much the work is. So from Nissan, it was going to be £1,000, right? He said, he took all the details off the fail certificate for the MOT, and he said, right, I'll give you a ring later and let you know a price. So I'm like, right, okay. So off I trotted home, still thinking, you know, I'm just going to have to get a bank loan to pay for this bloody car to be done. So anyway, he rang me and he said for the 2 bits, because the £1,000 was for the 2 bits that it failed on, and then the bit to do the advisory, which was the brake discs. So when I went to the other garage, I said, oh, just give me a quote on what it needs to pass basically, and I'll save up for the rest of it. So initially that's what he did, and I said to him, oh, how much would it be all in, you know, everything, the brake discs, the brake pads, blah blah blah. And he said, well, it's 275 quid. And I said to him, are you sure that's, you know, that and that? And he went, yeah, 275. And I went, book it in. So it's booked in for Monday. I can't get it any sooner than that. But honestly, I mean, that is like £800 difference between, yes, I know it's a dealer, and I know notoriously they are shockingly expensive. But yeah, it was a no-brainer. So yeah, it's booked in. But it's just like, you just don't need that hassle, because Monday I've arranged to meet up with some old colleagues, and we were going to go and have a very nice afternoon tea at a very posh place called Darts Farm. And of course, well, I am going to go because where I dropped the car off, it's about an 8-mile walk, but I'm going to walk to Darts Farm. So yeah, cars, seriously, they do my head in. It really does. As I say, well, that'll fit nicely there. Yeah, I nearly cried when he told me how much work it needed. I said, I can't afford that on a low income. So I'll say, then he sort of goes, well, we do this 6-month plan, and we can do this, we can do that. And I thought, do you know, I don't really think I want to do that. I don't want to be in debt. So yeah, anyway. So there you go. I've got it all out of my system now. I can stop talking about it. Oh, cars. Why? What am I trying to do here? Right, stop talking and start thinking. Right, I'm probably not going to get many done. I don't know. Right, so it needs to be, what's that, 4 3/4. I'm not worried about trashing half of this because it's all bent and disfigured anyway. Let's cut it at 5. So yeah, that's my tails away. So I can stop venting now. I came home and I rang my brother and I was like, David, I can't. He said, well, there's nothing I can do. I'm up in Stafford. Okay. So yeah, it's just anyway, as I say, when they rang back with that other quote, I'm not going to tell them until it's done, and then I'll say, do you know how much money you've saved me? Yeah, I'll wait until it's all done first. Right, so I need it about there, so let's go a little bit smaller. Yes, so it was a very traumatic day, and I'd had such a lovely wander around the city centre as well, so didn't spend anything. Well, I don't know, £6 on it. Bought some lunch, sat at the Exeter Cathedral on the green there. Had quite a nice afternoon actually. Started talking to this couple with a dog, because you know I talk to anybody, me. Right, okay, that's cool, that'll be fine. And the tag that I put in will come out the top anyway. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a wibbly wobbly top as well. I haven't quite worked out my space here, but it's a little bit more organised. I've got rid of the massive table that I had basically, because it was just, the more space I've got, the more junk that I put in it, and I've got to stop. I've just too much stuff. Right, let's shift some of this out of the way because the dogs see a rabbit, as they say. Right, there we are. So if you didn't watch Rachel's things, I haven't told you about that at all. Yeah, you just basically cut a, pretty sure that's actually done it. I maybe should have watched it again, but this is very similar to those scrap pockets that I did that Septeria 18 showed us how to do. Yeah, so. Might be where Rachel got the inspiration, I don't know. She didn't say, so. I think we all inspire each other, don't we? We can always put a twist on something, so. I'll just check that I'm even in frame. Oh yeah, good. I'm hoping the lighting's better. I've moved closer to the main window in the room, so that was the whole reason for the move really, was just to get a little bit more light, because I was forever struggling. I was only a couple of more feet that way, but it's amazing what a difference it makes, isn't it? Right, there we are. Okay, so I think I've got a snippet with a bird on. Yes, I have. Is he the only one? Yeah. Oh dear, sorry. I'm absolutely knackered. Sorry, I'm tired. nearly sort of rude word. I'm pretty tired. So, yeah, there's plenty of room on the page actually, so that can come out a little bit. I think we'll put it there. Yeah, he can overhang a little bit, can't he? Don't see why not. In fact, he can come down a bit as well. Right, stick that in. Sorry, I just want to get this one done, and then I think I'll make it a double, so. Do I need to put a thumb thingy? No, I'll make them tool tags. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, luckily I put all stuff that was nearly done, like this and the Christmas hedgehog one. I put them separately because I think they'd have been, well, lost in the chaos basically. But I've my next task. Oh God, honestly, it's going to be a nightmare. But I'm going to go through all of my fabrics because again, I was seriously hoarding. So. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good to go through it. So, right, okie doke. I didn't ink that, did I? Silly girl. Don't think it really matters. Did I ink any of it? No, not really. No. Right, okay, that'll be fine. Right, so I just need to make 2 tags, one for in the front and one for in the back. And that'll be that. Have I got one made? That's quite nice there. Yeah, the other thing I found was a load of stuff that was already made. That's just the trouble. You just have so much stuff that you lose things. Don't think that's quite going to fit now. Okay, right. Yeah, I'll sort that out later. Right, so that's that one done. Cool. So I'm just going to make some. Oh, I need to make one for my gel printed. Now the only thing I haven't got is a piece of gel printed acetate. So I could use that actually. Yeah, of course I can. Yeah. Okay. Right. I just need to decide what size I want it, I guess. Yeah, I fancy doing you know, no pre-printed fabrics, papers. It's just going to be all stuff that I've made basically. But I'm waiting. I've ordered some what's it called? I think it's called Chinese rice paper, something like that. So I'm going to wait until that arrives, and then I might make these a little bit bigger. Yeah, and then I can gel print some more translucent papers, basically. There's one fault with this blinking cutter, and I watched Andrea RT Mays this morning. She's got the same one, and I'll tell you what the problem is. I don't know if you can see where the plastic bit is here. You think that's the edge where it's going to cut, but it isn't. It's another, no, not a quarter of an inch, but it's another bit over, because we're so used to lining up this plastic bit as being our cut line, but it actually isn't on this cutter, and I never clocked that. Well, I had clocked it before Andrea said, but then she said the same thing, and I thought, yeah, I know. It's a little bit frustrating. I don't quite know why Tim Holtz would have agreed a design like that, to be honest with you, because you think you're lining it up, and it's not. It's another squidge over, but that's fine. We adapt and we do stuff. Right, okay, that'll do. Got my little tub here. Probably mucky bits. I could make a fancy one like everybody else has got, but hey, let's be different. Okay. Now I envisage this thing's going to be quite an A5 size, so I can make slightly bigger pockets, I think. Yeah, these are dead easy. You just, you know, such an easy mass make. And I know Rachel done them out of book pages, didn't she? Which I have done, obviously, but not this one. I'm just trying to think how I want to cut that in. So I hope you're all well. If you're new here, it's I don't usually spout off first of all, but just had to clear the chest. Oh. It's going to need something else, isn't it? Maybe I'll use that to line it. Got an old. Could line that with that, couldn't I? I mean, ideally. Right, hold on. Ideally, I want the gel print showing, don't I? Right, yes, I do. So if I fold it the other way. Come on. And maybe just do some stamping there or something. Do that one. You're not long enough. I don't really want to use my big one. Right, hold on. I just need to pause you for a sec. I need to go and get my long stamp thingamajigger. Give me a minute. Right, sorry about that. Okay, got my long block now, so that should. It's the trouble when you reorganise your room, it's finding everything. I knew it was there somewhere. Right, let's clear the decks here a bit because we're getting a little bit running out of room. Right, okay. It needs some colour here, so I got out, whilst I was over there, I got out my distress crayons. So I think if I just do, yeah, just do a bit of inky stuff there. I think inky, this stuff, crayons. I need a bit of scrap to put in there. Sorry, it's wiggling you. Phone's on charge. It's fine. We're all right. Oh dear. It'll all be fine when it all works out. It'll be lovely. I know it will. I swear the floors in this place aren't straight, and it's it's not an old house. So it's probably been cut about a bit. The flooring, I think. I rubbed that too much. Darn. Okay, it'll be fine. So anyway, hope you're all well. It is a really wet and rainy day here today. Yeah, it's a good crafting day today. So I've got a lot to do, got a lot to catch up on. Got Anne Brooks' latest offering for us. So yeah, that'll be shortly. Oh, and I haven't forgotten about doing the beading project with you guys. It's thankfully, after Monday, there's nothing else planned, and I'm not going to be doing anything else apart from promised videos, etc, etc. So, I'll be all yours. Because Lord only knows I've got enough blinking stuff to be getting on with, so... Move, thank you. Rub that too much, it's starting to bobble, which is slightly annoying. Right, okay, let's get the lids back on there, otherwise it'll be a disaster. Okay, it's fine. I think I will just put a little bit of the old distress ink on here. It's fine. Cool. It just sort of takes away those white edges a bit, so although the gel printed thing won't be all distressed, it'll be fine. Paper, which I now conveniently dropped on the floor. I might put that big one in there actually. Again, it was just a sheet of pencil, tracing paper, so it's not terribly precious. So I'm not going to make it so, as in cutting it all up into pieces. I'm not worried about if that made any sense. And I must do some stamping on there. Right, let's move you there, put that there, get the chopper. If you're going to do this as a mass make, I mean, just have everything cut ready, all your sizes planned, what you want, and all the rest of it. See, I nearly messed it up then. Need to cut beyond. Yeah, I think this is something. I think actually Rachel did say that you could easily mass make these. No, that way. Okay, that's fine. I just want to do a bit of here's a bit of ground espresso. Sorry for reaching in front of you. Where are you? Ground espresso. Stop hiding. Ah, there you are. It's awkward, isn't it, trying to plan your desk when it's a smaller desk than what I had before. So, but it'll be fine. I know it'll work. It'll work eventually. I'm not looking for completely crisp and clear, but I don't want it to be plain. This looks a bit messy, but it'll be fine. Yep, that's fine. I didn't want it perfect, just as well. Okay. It needs the top chopping, but we can do that when it's all in. Can't see through it terribly well, but I haven't got any vellum. Well, I have, but it's coloured. It's yellow and purple. That's left over from when I had my shop. That is not straight. Okay, there we are. That'll be great. So if I put a really zingy tag in there, have I got anything that's zingy? No, not really. It'll really show up, I think. Yeah, if I put a really, I mean this won't go in it, but this will not be the tag, it'll be a gel printed one, but yeah, that'll show up fine. Jolly good. Right, so that's that one. How long have we been going? I keep forgetting I'm on a timer. Oh, it's only 28 minutes, right. Okay. I think I'll just do some, you know, just generic ones now. So I'll just use book page. And let's try this acetate. Definitely don't want it that big, I don't think. Oh, I know what I did mean to tell you. I made myself a tear ruler. Pair of pliers. Oh, actually no, it was a file. I don't know if you can even see it actually, but it's working. Look at that. Yeah, just got a file. Went like that down the edge of a cheap plastic ruler. It works a treat. Save money. Hurrah. I'm so tight, aren't I? But you know, no, not tight, frugal. Frugal, that's the word. But I mean, look at that. It just works so well. It's proper ratty and tatty as well, which is great. Sometimes you want that and sometimes you don't, but I do. I probably will buy a generic one when they ever come back in stock, but at the moment that will do. I think this is what Rachel did, isn't it? Just having a moment of doubt for a second. It's like, did she? Pretty sure she did. Let's put the top in that glue, otherwise I forget. I'm going to leave the top ratty like that. I quite like that. So we just need a bit about yay big. I'm hoping the art glitter glue will stick it actually. It should do. About there. Something like that. God, I bashed you again, sorry. I say the phone's on charge because it was down to 23%. And I thought, yeah, you're going to have to charge it. Otherwise it'll be cutting out on you. Okay, cut that too short. How did that happen? Oh well, we'll just adjust it. Right, okay. This is the video how not to do crafting. Right, okay. You there, you there. I think I'm going to do some more stamping on that. It's a bit... I like book page, but that's a little bit blah for my liking. I'll tell you what, I'll swap that for the other one. I like the design, but I think... oh, this one might be better. That one was from that haul that I got at the West Point show, and I can't remember what brand it was because I've been very naughty and chucked the packaging away. Sorry, shouldn't do that. Should have reminded myself not to do that, but there it is. I didn't. Absolutely boiling. It's raining, but it's very, very humid, which is something we don't get very often in the UK. So I'm a bit on the warm side. I normally am, to be fair, but you know. We'll sort out the top in a second with my paper. There it is, acetate. That's quite pretty, that. Might be better with a plainer background. You have to put a very plain tag in there, otherwise you're not going to see anything. Maybe the acetate's not a good idea, but let's get it done anyway. I'll tear that to size. It's quite handy. It's very see-through. It just needs a little bit of something. So what we got, mostly flowers there, haven't we? So could stick a little butterfly. Oh, somebody asked me about these. Check check out Artie May's, Andrea Artie May. She shows you exactly how to do these, and they're so easy but so handy because you know you've got them to pull from straight away. They take a little bit of time to do, but I just sit with a tray of scraps and at night and just sort of make them. Basically, you base them on a piece of masking tape, and then you just layer up in whatever fashion you fancy. I mean, there is absolutely no rules. It is just, you know, just stick it on basically. Don't try not to plan it too much because it's better if they're completely random. But it just makes something. I mean, that looked a bit blah to me, but you know, now it's got a little something in the bottom there. I think it's much better. So I should have put something on there, I suppose. Have I got anything gel printed though? No, I'll make some gel printed. Sorry, I keep bashing the blinking thing. Yeah, I'll make a gel printed doodad for that one. So, but yeah, let me just check time again because I don't want to run over. I know some people don't mind the long ones, but some people really do. Okay, I might have enough time to do one more. Sorry, just reaching on the floor because I'm running over stuff. Right. Yeah, right, that's 2. That's all I've done. Oh no, I did the one for the birds, didn't I? That was, yeah, okay. Let's see if we can use... it went a bit opaque, that, I must admit. It was a bit... I thought it was going to work a treat, but obviously it didn't, so... we got left. Just drag these out. We could use another piece of this, couldn't we? Well, that's very creased. Might be able to squeak one out of there, a little short one. Might play with that another time. Right. So if we do one that way. The other annoying thing is this doesn't go up very high. It's amazing how you find these design faults when you've actually bought the blooming thing, but never mind. Right. Okay. Right. I'm running out of room again. Move. Okay. Now I need a bit of a book page. Oh, I've got this one that I was halfway through doing by the looks of it. Are you going to be wide enough? Yep. Oh dear. Sorry if you can hear that. See if we can get some sort of straight-ish edge there. See, this one's sensible because this plastic is right on the cutting edge. So you line it up like that, you see, and it cuts exactly where the plastic is. The Tim Holtz ones doesn't, and I don't know why. I can't think of a reason why you would do that. Why you would design it that way. I don't know. You might have a really good reason. I don't know. As I said, I just don't know. Right, looking for a hole punch. If you have a punch vellum, you must have a bit of card underneath. Otherwise it doesn't punch. About even-ish. Yeah, if you do it like that, it punches beautifully. Otherwise, it doesn't. I feel it just needs a bit of zhuzh. Okay, I'll make this the last one because I've probably kept you long enough. Sat here racking my brains to think what else Rachel did, but I can't remember. So I feel there was something else that she did, but cut that quite short actually. Just reaches. Okie doke. It's quite leafy and green, so I think that one might look quite nice there. I think Andrew's got a whole playlist on how to make these. Pretty sure. And I'd say they're incredibly handy once you've done them. Yep. Right, there we are. I'm going to make that do. I don't know what time we're at. I'll have a look in a second. But I think. No, it's not as many as Rachel did, but you know, there it is. So, don't stick to the paper. Okay, oh, not quite out of time, but anyway, I'm going to make that do. So, yeah, really useful, really nice pockets. I'll say if you make them, you know, non-generic, you can get, and they're quite, you know, you can get quite a bit in there, you know. So, and I've got these little paper pad here, easily goes in. No problem at all. So they're quite handy if you're putting bulky items in. So there we are. Let me shift some junk out of the way. Give you a quick rundown of what we did. Oh, Susan, come on. Right. Bit of space. Hurrah. We'll leave that mucky surface. There we are. Right, so there's that one. That one. So these I've got no plans for. They can go wherever. This one, as I say, is going to be for a gel print journal that I'm going to do. It's a shame I'm not seeing so much of that pattern, but yeah, I might redo that one. But anyway, there's that one. Oh, what else is there in the bird book? So we did this one. Where was it? Did I stick it in? I think I did, didn't I? Honestly, I don't know where my brain is this week. It's just, it's gone. Okay, see somewhere. Seriously. Ah, there it is. On that one there. Yeah, so I think again, snippets really handy. So there we are. That's it. Alright, I'll speak to you later. Have a good day. Bye.